First and foremost, what is biochar and why do I want to use it?
So biochar is a very fine defined term in this industry now. So basically biochar is made at low heat, right? So that's a key, low heat. It's got to be charred over usually between 24 to 48 hours depending on the people's situation. It's a low oxygen environment. You're looking to carbonize the wood and increase the surface area of it. So hardwood biochar is the premium biochar. Almost all ancient cultures who made biochar, like in South America where it was discovered, it's all hardwood biochars. A lot of biochars out there that people are selling though are softwood, pine, manure-based biochars, like nutshell biochars, like all these cheap kind of waste stream stuff. So you're looking for a high carbon content, over 85%, a low ash content, below 15%, and for a good surface area. So that's what is biochar, okay? So how does that work with the green grow? Green grow takes biochar, soy meal, trace minerals, humic acid, and worm castings, and then we mix the mixture together and we ferment it over time. And we make sure that we inoculate the biochar media and the whole entire media to help produce the best form of terra preta style farming we can do. And terra preta is a style of biochar amending they did in South America.
Is there any nutritive value in biochar?
So most biochar is only going to have a little bit of potassium left over from the pyrolysis process, which is when they burn it slow. So it's usually like a 001 or a 002. Now our mixture, since the biochar amendment or biochar blend, has some nitrogen in it because the soy is being broken down into soy aminos and it's releasing nitrogen through the bacteria and microbe food web process. So you're gonna get some extra bonus from there. There also is some trace minerals in there from the rock dust being broken down.
What would be the best time to use our biochar blend?
The best time to use the biochar blend is when you're getting soil ready for the new year or at the very end of your soil season, because if you mix this Earthshine into your soil, it'll dissolve the root balls over the winter time. So typically people add about 5 pounds per yard and it completely revitalizes their soil and brings it back to health again, brings it back to the fertility point again with the biology. So typically you have a 200-gallon smart pot, that's about a yard, 5 pounds per pot, mix up the best you can, saturate it with water. You can also use it in compost teas. It's a compost tea accelerant, so it cuts the time in half of how long you brew a compost tea. So no longer are you doing 24-hour compost teas, it's now 12 hours. You could do a top dress during week 2 and week 5 of the flower cycle, and it helps strengthen and swell the stalk so that the plant feels more comfortable putting on more weight. And that's typically how we use Earthshine. Why is Earthshine more expensive than pure biochar? Well, that's a very simple question to ask, because pure biochar, again, can come from several sources. If it's a hardwood source biochar, our product is a little more expensive because we're blending in high quality organics, including soy meal, glacial rock, worm castings, humic acid, and then we're adding in saprocytic bacteria and mycelium and inoculating the blend and fermenting it over time and then packaging it. So it's not, your old biochar from, the field. This is very high-end blended and inoculated media.
Can I mix the Earthshine with my Nature's Pride veg or bloom?
And yeah, you can mix the two together. The only thing I would say is that if you go too heavy on the top dress of the Nature's Pride and the Earthshine, you may get a little bit of the nitrogen being held for a few more weeks, because the biochar will hold a little bit of nitrogen and hold some moisture. So we recommend going light on the top dressing of the Earthshine if you're gonna be top dressing the veg or the bloom that same day.
How much of this would I add to, say, 50 gallons of compost tea?
So if you wanted to kind of use it as the compost tea accelerant and kind of the biological source, I'd say using about half a cup to a full cup in 50 gallons would be more than sufficient. And you can add it with your favorite ingredients, your favorite compost tea recipe. And on our website, actually, we have a couple compost tea lists that we're going to show you in our resources section.